Are you able to see this PPT? Okay. Welcome to day number 12, CATIA day number 12, drafting of machine component 2. And this is the drawing is expected today. Okay. The part is already drawn. Our intention to learn how to create the drawing. In the last class, if you remember, we see the initial settings of drafting, how to call the background template, and different working views: front view, advanced front view, projection view, and detail view. So what is our objective today? Sectional view, how to put the sectional view, align sectional view, breakout view, broken view, 3D clipping view, then dimensions, chain dimensions, stacked dimensions, angle dimension, radius dimension, chamfer dimension, coordinate dimensions, generated and all general dimensions. Okay, these are the point to discuss today. And this is your lab assignment drawing. I'll open this both drawings separately for more clarity. Take a screenshot of this drawing. Hello. Hello. Is it over? This is the second drawing. Take a screenshot of this drawing. Okay.
So could you show the previous drawing?
Yes, this one.
Okay, sir.
This is that part actually. Are you able to see the software? Hello.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So how to start drawing? Go to the start, mechanical design, drafting. Click on OK. What is the process? Tools, options, drafting for mechanical design, drafting, layout, and your template location. This is the path where we already put in the template. That path you have to copy, this path you have to copy and paste it here, right? Last time we have seen. What is the next setting? This view here, generate axis, generate center lines, generate fillets, generate threads, that should be on. Then in dimensions, sorry, not dimension, manipulators, all manipulators button must be on. Active this. Okay, the last button is administration. This should be on so that we can prevent the dimensions to modify from the generated dimensions to modifications from the drawing. Okay, so click OK. Now you introduce one more sheet, new sheet, and browse the template from here. A3 size, third angle, open. Insert. First view, front view. Is it front? Yeah, it is front view. You can see it from this side. Is it matching to this one? Right? If it is not matching, then what we'll do? There is a compass facility. Using compass, we can rotate and match appropriate front view as per your drawing. Okay, but my requirement is the scaling factor is also get reduced. So instead of this front view, what I'll do, I use advanced front view. Last time we have seen that scaling factor I will reduce drastically 1:5. Click OK and open this window. I can see this is matching. Click OK. Okay. My front view is placed. Next view, can you tell what is the next view in our drawing? Yeah, projection view. Okay, so I need to use, okay, but my requirement is the scaling factor rotate and match appropriate front view as per your drawing. Okay, but my requirement is the scaling factor is also get reduced. So instead of this front view, what I'll do, I use advanced front view. Last time you have seen that scaling factor I will reduce drastically 1:5. Click OK and open this window. There is a part, I call this part. I can see this is matching. Click OK. My front view is placed. Next view, can you tell what is the next view in your drawing? Yeah, projection view. Okay, so I need to call the projection view here. Top view. But in our drawing, it is showing you template which one? First angle. It is not third angle. So we'll do it again. Introduce the new sheet. Browse the file and use the first angle. Okay. Insert. Now it is the first angle. This sheet is related to third angle. I will delete this. Now call our front view 1:5. Scaling factor. Click OK. Okay. Now the top view, it should be in bottom side. Right. The next view is side view. Active this. Take the projection of this. Click here. And it is placed over here. This is an auxiliary view. Next view is section view AA. Section view AA. Where is that? You can zoom. Are you see this AA section? Hello? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
So it is a zigzag section. So I double click to active this view. There is an insert option, view, section, offset section view. Click here and pass the section it from the center. Double click here so that it will end and see the arrow side, left, right, which side is that? Towards right side. I'm going to place it here. I'm going to place it here. But the arrow side is not perfect. It's wrong. So I double click on this to modify the arrow's direction. You have to double click and double click on this section line only. Then you will see this green line. It means you are modifying something on the section line. Okay. So here is edit replace toolbar and I click on this button, invert profile direction. The direction is get flipped. Okay. If your profile is totally wrong, then you can use replace profile and do it this profile here. So it will be replaced accordingly. But my profile is earlier which I drawn is correct. So I do like this. Double click. Now the direction is correct. If it is wrong, you can flip it from here and click exit this. Accordingly, this views get updated. At any time, you can modify that section line that we called as a callouts. What it is? Callouts. Double click on this and modify it here. If you want to modify it. Now I'm keeping as it is in profile section. So here you can see that. Next view. Next view is section BB. It is a straight, I think. Still it is the zigzag. Yeah. It is passing from two holes. Section BB. Okay. So it passed from here. Yeah. First. Then click here. Then horizontal line. Pass it from this circle center. Move down. Double click on this and place it here. Is it correct in this particular direction? Direction is wrong, right? So how we can modify that? Double click on this. You will enter in the callout modifications. Here is the invert profile direction option. Active this. Exit. Accordingly, that views get updated. Okay. So these views are placed. What is our next intention to learn? To learn? Section view I discussed earlier. Align section view. Align section view. So if you double click on this and use the this option, align section view button. So here you can take angular section like this. At any angle you can do, double click here and place it where you want. Okay, if you want an exact angle, I'm pressing Ctrl Z. I want a align section view like this. But that angle I don't know. We want exact angle. What is the recommendation? You go to the model. Okay, take this face, orient to normal view, take the sketcher, draw sketch on this face. And define here angle. These two lines become symmetric. So in short, we need to create the sketch separately and consider that sketch line as a call out over here. How to do it? Use this align section view. Select this window. Need to update first model or this drawing. Here is that update symbol. Then use this window, open this part, select this line and place it where you want. There is a proper angle. You can modify that angle later by modifying that sketch. Okay, if you want to show only section, not internal detail, only hatch portion, then I can use this last option, align section cut. Generally, it is used for the indicate sheet metal products to define the constant thickness. So I'm selecting this option, this line. Here would show only hatch portion, sectional area. Similarly, for this offset section cut, I pass the section line from here. To finish that line and place it here. You will see only hatch portion, not any internal details like this, only hatched area. Okay. Next is, so this finish the offset section view, align section view, then offset section cut, align section cut. Then next is a breakout view to show the partial cut area. So here only I want to show the some sectional portion. Then what we need to do, in the view toolbar, select the second last option, drop down list. Here is breakout view button. Breakout view. If you want to show a local section area, that time you use this breakout view and draw a zone using line, polygon. Here you can see, understand carefully how to operate this. I want to show here hatch area. Okay. So up to what depth you want to define that area, you need to consider through this plane. So I'm moving this plane over here and click OK. It will show hatch area. You can double click and adjust this pitch so that spacing will be short. So this is what a partial breakout view. If you want to cancel out that breakout view, you right click here and front view object. Are you finding any options related to breakout view? Correct. What is this? Remove breakout. It will be cancel out that breakout view. So I'll do the same thing to understand the step in the 3D model. Okay, suppose this is our frontal view, and in this view I want to cut some partial location. Then generally in this 3D model we'll draw the sketch. Okay, and that can be any polygonal shape. Exit it. Now what to do? We need to use a pocket to indicate the section. So this depth is very important. How much depth I'm taking? 17. From what reference? The front face reference. See the preview, it will get cutted. But suppose if I take through depth, does I get any section here? If I take the distance 17, then it is fine, I'll get some sectional area. This area I'll get. Okay, but I've cut it complete through. And you can see it from here. Are you getting any sectional area then? Are you find here any sectional area? Is any material available now?
No, sir.
No, it means there is no sectional area because it is through cutted. That's why the software in the drafting will ask you define the plane up to what distance limit you want to cut it. If you insert the plane through, then material will not be shown up because there is no material. Okay, now I modify that, and this distance I want to take it at up to 15 only. So from this face to this face, how much depth is there? 15 mm. Okay, that process we have to follow during the breakout view creation. Just for understanding 3D imagination is quite easy. That's why I'm showing in the 3D mode. It is not mandatory to create in 3D mode. I go to directly drawing. After this, I will do it the same thing over here. Okay. So I use this breakout view. Draw the polygon zone. Now it is asking you that. What is your first frontal plane that you have to define it from here? Use this animate option on. If you move this mouse over here, accordingly the planes will be shown up. If you off this animate and after moving the mouse in different view, the planes will not show. So it is better to on the animate option on. If you move this, it will show like this. Now you can understand that from this face to this plane, what is my requirement? There should be 17 mm or 15 mm distance. So my reference element is this face. You can see this face. It's not taking. Yeah, here you have to take. So this is what our reference element. I'll do it here. This is what animation plane. This is another one. So my reference, we can define it here. Whether you want the plane in this location, or at this face. Where should I take topmost line or bottommost line? You can see the plane is oriented here. So I need to take here this face. I'm selecting this face. Now the status shows that faces get selected. Then and don't only this depth option will be on. I will repeat once again. See carefully. I cancel out this breakout look view. Remove breakout. Select this breakout view. Draw the polygonal zone. Okay. Now what is my requirement? I need to take the reference from this frontal face. Okay. So active this animate. Put on. And then move this mouse over here. So in the top, it's similarly it shows to you. So where is your front plane? This is your front plane. So here it is asking to your reference element. Your reference element is this plane. This line you have to select, then automatically here faces get considered. And then only depth button will be on. Now this value I need it 15. Enter. After entering 15 number, directly press OK. So you will get the breakout view. If you cancel of that, right click, remove breakout. Again cancel. Again you can do it. So this is my face. And now I'm taking this distance, let's say 350. Then what will happen? Nothing any area, sectional area, correct? So I cancel out this, remove breakout. Okay, so this is what all about breakout view. I'll do it quickly here. Animate. Select this face. Distance is 15. Okay, it means that in the model, from this face at 15 mm distance, that polygon will get pocketed or cutted. Okay, next one. After breakout, there is a broken view. Generally, broken view is required for longer shafts. Longer shafts. I think the shaft is not present here. I create it. Roughly, I create longer shaft. 0.5 meter long. Symmetrically. Its total become 1 meter. Okay, and I want to show it over here. Let's see what happened. Active this. Go to the front view. Take the shaft. Take this plane. So it is not properly fitted in our drawing area. I rotate this. And I move, okay, I place it here. And then I move this in this area. It is not properly get fitted. Okay, in that situation, I use this option. Broken view. Are you able to listen my voice or not? Because nobody, any reference from you.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so I'm taking this broken view. Slightly I move this. Okay, so broken view. Okay, select this line, click over here. Okay, now it is asking as per your mouse moment, if you move the mouse, vertical line and horizontal line, how you want to break vertically. So I'm clicking this vertical. Once this message appear vertical, click over here and then the next distance up to this, and then click on this space. Now you can put it over here. Okay, the line style you can change through here. Right click property on that dotted line. Generally broken lines are shown in this zigzag order like this. Okay, but the length becomes as it is, doesn't affect any length. Length become 1 meter as it is, 1000 mm. We can see that. Okay, the next option is 3D clipping view. 3D clipping view is generally used for isometric section. It is one facility provided in the software Makatia. If you want to take the section on isometric view, then you can use the 3D clipping. So I'm using the isometric view from insert option, view, then use isometric button on. Okay, select this part. What is the setting for isometric? You have to set it isometric first here and take any reference face. This is your isometric view. Scaling, as you know, you can modify that scale by right click option, property, and the scaling. I'll take 0.5. 0.25, 0.25, yeah. Minus to 4, yeah. Now here I need to show section, but generally nobody shown the section on isometric view. What to do for this point? I use this add 3D clipping button on. Hello, are you able to listen? Hello.
Yes,
Ah,
sir.
I use this just like earlier. We have to define this location of plane. That's it. Where you want to cut it. Your observer direction is this blue arrow, and you want to cut it like this, and use the create option. That's it. It will get cut like this. So I do it again. I'll do. Then use this, and now I'm using here bounding box, complete box. On every direction we can show the section. We'll cut it like this. Okay. If you have to cancel out that, then you right click on this isometric view and you go to the 3D clipping and use remove 3D clipping button on. Okay. I store this file. Save. Okay. Next, you want to show some dimensions. For dimensioning, last time we discussed about generated dimensions. Last time somebody asked the question related to how to define the manual dimensions. That you can do through insert, then dimensioning, dimensions. So this is the first chamber, this is second chamber, third chamber, and fourth chamber. Dimensions are divided in 4 chambers. So first chamber is for the system of dimensions, whether it is the progressive dimensions, chain dimensions, like that. And this is the feature dimensions. Sorry, this is the entity dimensions, and this is the feature dimensions. So I'm going to use right now entity dimensions, length. Okay. So I'm not defining all dimensions. It will time consuming. Few dimensions I will show you. 262 slices given. 262. So from where it is given, yeah, end to end. This to this one. 262 is that. Okay. Next one is 156. 156. Go to insert, or you can use this toolbar for the dimension. This dimension, this phase 2, last whole location. I want exact center. How to snip this? You can see here. Tool palettes, if you see here, there is an option insert projection point detection. So here you can see the point. This point to this plane. It shows you 156. And once you click the point, you can remove it separately by selecting and deleting again. Select this point and delete it. Press the delete key. Okay, I can move this point view here. So like this you can do. If you want to provide some tolerances, suppose I want to show here diameter. So here is the diameter option. You can select that hole, and I want to show leader line. So how to show the leader? Are you able to see this PPT?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Share the screen. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Sir, what we need to do in the model? Okay. So templates are not available in our PC, I think. Yes, we can, but there is no PTD folder, I think. We'll check today. Yes. Yes.